Hey, welcome back to the rescue property. Today we're just kind of doing up some cleaning up some odds and ends around here, doing some odd jobs. Kids are going to be here in a little bit to help out, and right now got some burning going on, and I'm turning a wrench on the tractor. I got a starter coming in the mail. Quick story about that. I called the dealership and asked where's the starter I had on order for the past 5 weeks. It's been 6 or 7 weeks now, 6 weeks. And well, it turns out the remanufactured starter that I had on order is no longer available. They no longer have it in stock. And they didn't bother calling to tell me that. So they asked, so what do you want to do? I'm like, so I can buy a new one. Yep, $1,100. $1,100 for a freaking starter. I'm like, okay, put it on order and give me the part number so I can research it myself. I plugged it into Google. Bam, like at least 20 listings for a new starter, anywhere from $139 up to $4 something. All right, so what I do, I bought the $139 one. That should be here next week. So right now I'm in here trying to get the old starter out. You might recall the difficulty I was going to have with getting at the starter. Before, there was a fuel filter here, and I just took that apart and I exposed everything I need to get at to reach the starter. I got the see the red cable there, that's the positive that goes directly to the starter, and then also there's a negative that's black, you probably can't see it. And now I can actually reach the bolts that are holding this in. I've already got one out. This here is the fuel filter, and I guess the fuel filter manifold, or fuel manifold. I don't know what you'd call that. What would you call that? So right now this is full of diesel fuel. I'm going to end up getting a new fuel filter just because I've got it off. Why not? Been back here working on this old log pile, trying to get what's useful. Looks like we might have 1 to 3 more logs that we can pull out of here. And then get over here on the Wood-Mizer sawmill. As you can see, we've been busy. Getting posts out of these logs. This wood is very, very dry, buggy, and rotten. So you're not going to get some very good quality stuff out of here. Here's a board, a couple boards here. Look at this. Look at this board here. You know what? It is what it is. I hate that saying. It is what it is. But you know, this is trash. Over here we got some good stuff. Better stuff anyway. You can see we got a little bit of rot going on and some bug trails. But you know what? These are going to be supports for the awnings that are going off the side of the on the side of the Connex shelter over there for this winter. So it's going to be an immediate solution to get my equipment out of the weather during the winter, at least out of the snow. And then as we start harvesting more of these trees, we can be more selective and make nicer structures. And again, we plan on keeping the old crack house up for the time being because it's a good spot for dry lumber storage. Here we got a few beams being collected. Yeah, look at this right here. I mean, it's good enough. It'll last a couple years. And that's all I hope to get out of it anyway. I need to start thinking about getting power out here on a temporary service. So one of the things you do is you have to set up a temporary meter. When they pulled the house off their power line, they left this, so this is exactly what I'll need for that. So I'll be able to reuse this, maybe even the lines going up. But I should be able to reuse this, and I just need to see what the standards are for setting up a temporary service meter. I should be able to use this existing light post to put the meter and the power axis right there on the post. Then I'll be able to run power tools and charge batteries and whatever else I need to do out here. That was the hardest 3 bolts to get off ever. Then I had to fish this thing out from all the smallest crevices and lines. Right down in there. All the way down in there is where the starter lives. I had to pull it out through all this stuff right here. The thing weighs about 50 pounds. You can only work with one hand most of the time.
I got the power thing. Is it? Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
All right, we got a lot done today, right?
Yeah.
So take a look around you and tell me if you noticed like a actual change that
Yeah, I think especially over there, we cleared quite a lot of shrubbery, and like behind the pile we can't really see it now, but there's definitely a lot less stuff over there.
Yeah, it really kind of opens up the area and it helps you like get a feel for what potential it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
That was something I noticed now is that's a lot of sticks.
So we made a big pile of all the shrub that we cut down. And me personally, you know, it's not a big deal that I got that starter out of the tractor. When I get the starter into the tractor, that's going to be another story. Taking something out is going to be a little easier than putting it in because, well, I can really only work with one hand, and it's like at the far extent of my reach, and I don't always get to see what I'm doing.
And just kind of feeling around, seeing if you can grab your hand onto anything.
And the dang thing weighs about 50 pounds. So
It's gonna be easy to drop that.
yeah, and it's just really tight, confined spaces. I have to like force it past certain copper lines and wiring, and you know, all that has a potential for breaking the tractor even further.
It's almost easier to take everything out.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that you might have we're supposed to do is take the whole radiator out in the cooling system and the throttle body, so you can put the starter in directly instead of in from the top, round corners, twist it, and then twist it back. It's a huge hassle. So that's going to do it for the video today. Maybe not the most exciting video of all time, but we got a ton of work done. Thanks for watching, and thanks for following along. Boys, any parting thoughts?
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Boy, that's a lot of sticks.
All right. Till next time, see you tomorrow, or whenever that is.